Hi there, I'm Adam Tschorn. Welcome to The Green Room, the Los Angeles Times series that explores cannabis, commerce, and culture across California. This season, we are going to talk to farmers, distributors, musicians, and more about how cannabis culture and business and the world around it is changing. In our first episode, we travel north to highlight a surprising new trend in the cannabis space. We're at the Hall of Flowers business-to-business cannabis trade show in Santa Rosa, California, which is taking place for the first time in 2 years because of the pandemic. And it turns out that while most of the cannabis market is dominated by flower cannabis and high THC, that's what's really driving the market, it turns out that there are a lot more offerings for the entry-level novice and low-dose consumer than ever before.
It's a totally different experience. So for us, it's not even about THC, it's more about the experience that the product gives you. And I don't think people want to get super high all the time. I think this is a different type of person that wants to feel something but doesn't want to feel like for a lot of people, a high THC product doesn't really resonate.
There's a mix of different people who want either a casual product that's readily available for them, but they don't want something that is going to make them non-functional for the rest of the evening. They want something that they can socialize on. And then there are the new consumers too, who are, coming into the market, learning about cannabis, but also maybe they haven't been consumers, not because they don't like the idea of cannabis, but because everything is so strong.
But this is something I think because it's such a kind of niche and special product that I think high quality CBD isn't something that people prioritize, because generally the market, I think especially in California, people buy based on THC percentage. So a lot of farmers aren't incentivized to grow CBD, like really quality CBD flower. Because of that, this product becomes really special. So like our CBD mini joints,
right?
It's a pretty low dose of THC. It's a 20-to-1 terry tea, 20 parts CBD, 1 part THC.
Rose Delight singles, or singles by Rose Delight. It's a starch-based Turkish Delight style gummy in the shape of a half moon. Each one contains 1 milligram of THC. The barrier to entry for edibles is this fear of not knowing what you're going to feel. Now you can really feel these subtle changes 1 milligram at a time.
We're bringing salty snacks to the cannabis market, low dose at 10 milligrams per single serve of chips. Salty snacks are actually the dominant snacking category in the United States. It's just not represented in the dispensary.
It's water-based, vegan, low-calorie, and gluten-free, so it kind of checks all those boxes, which I think is really cool. It has a reservoir system, so in the front to back, hence the name Squeeze, you squeeze front to back. It then fills this reservoir up top with a 5 milligram microdose, and then you're able to medicate any beverage that you would like to, and or a type of mixed cocktail beverage as well.
Pure One is a strain-specific dry cannabis powder. It's different just because the strains, you can taste and smell the terpenes. We don't heat any of our terpenes in the process, and so we preserve those terpenes, and you're able to enjoy it once you're enjoying the cannabis product. So you add it to any cold beverage, and you can smell and taste the terpenes. All of our strains are strain specific, and the doses are made specifically for micro, or if you're a big heavy user, we have the 10 milligrams as well.
There's 10 milligram, 5 milligram, and 2.5 milligrams.
2.5, yes. So we're seeing average onset is about 5 to 10 minutes, so it's like having a light beer or a light cocktail.
Really focused on the experience, the ability to actually enjoy smoking a joint and not getting as high as quickly. The percentage always falls between 8 and 10%. So generally about half of what a normal pre-roll on the market is.
You're rolling out individually boxed pre-roll.
As we're trying to reach new consumers and introduce cannabis to new people in a more approachable and sessionable way, that a single joint's a really beautiful way for people to start.
Where do you see cannabis going from here?
I'm really excited about all of the directions it could conceivably take. I think the prospect of federal legalization is very interesting. On the one hand, you know, it's important because of decreasing stigmatization, and then ultimately the connection of that to the criminalization of cannabis, and then, you know, sort of all the social justice issues that surround that. I think, you know, what scares me is just a lot of big money coming in and sort of killing the culture of the industry.
The industry still is so new. I mean, in California, the medical market's been around for a very long time, but recreational is still a baby. There's still new laws being formed about what companies can and can't do. I really think the sky's the limit, but if I had to be specific, I really think the social everyday products for people, maybe baby boomers age, anywhere between 35 to 55-year-old demographic, are gonna really start to come to the cannabis scene like we've never seen before, and I think a lot of brands are really gonna have those social products for them.
Right now, cannabis is headed in the right direction. There are some state and local regulations that we still need to shore up, especially, you know, in the state of California and how large our market is. It's gonna take us some time to get there, but we're definitely working on it, and there's a lot of great people, and I'm excited to see.
So you're optimistic about it?
Exactly, very optimistic.
A bath bomb is a fantastic way to also use cannabis, and it's funny because like the first time someone suggested them to me, I was like, oh, I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but I swear to you, I put that thing in there and I was like, I darn near drowned. It felt like a massage came up out of that bathtub and was like, Calgon, take me away. It
and
was
tell
amazing.
me a woman who doesn't deserve that moment.